Yo, what up? You know what time it is. Yeah. So grab your honey and get ready. 'Cause here it comes. Gonna lay it down. Welcome to this very special weekly whatever. It's the Valentine's Day episode, people. Yo, I'm one of your hosts, Kissmaster Aaron. And with me as always is smooth as ice Chilson.
Hey.
Yo, and we got Oreo. He's looking to add the cream to your cookies, girl. And always to finish last is Rhino. And babes out there, the average rhinoceros horn is 90 centimeters, and his ain't on his head. Yo, let's get into this first topic. What you got for me, baby?
Holy shit. I feel like we need to acknowledge how good that was. I need to like fucking clap, man. I need to fucking have like a standing ovation.
First off, I know at some point in my life my mom's gonna find this and just be like,
Oh my god.
oh, that was good. Good job, Aaron. That was awesome.
Thank
That
you.
was like some Barry White level shit, dude. I feel a little bit sexual right now. I don't know about everybody else.
Everyone's a little turned on.
It's a little bit.
I'm raring to go.
Yeah.
Man, I guess to start out, did anyone do anything special for Valentine's Day? Anyone?
I bet Chilson did because he's a fucking pussy.
Hey man.
I don't know how much he wants to share, so.
No,
I
dude,
mean,
tell us. I want the intimate details.
Yeah, I want 50 shades of details, bro.
You're not getting 50 shades of details. But
yeah, 49.
49.
Yeah, 49. Yeah, it's 49.
Fuck off.
51.
Oh, okay. That's too much, man.
Well, I mean,
You don't want 51
and you get 50.
shades.
Okay.
So, I mean, we really didn't do anything really that special. I mean, I took her out to a nice dinner. This was the day before Valentine's Day because, like, I worked the next day.
Doesn't count then.
She has
Everything
classes and
you-
everything. But
No.
then we went out and we got some more food and went back and watched a movie. Gave her some flowers and stuff, and that was pretty much
What movie
it.
did you watch?
It's called About Time.
that a
Oh.
porno?
What was it about?
It's like a chick flick, pretty
Oh,
much.
okay.
She loves it, and she wanted me to see it. Actually, honestly, as far as chick flicks go, it's pretty good. It's got Domhnall Gleeson in it. I freaking love Domhnall Gleeson. You guys know who that is?
I've actually seen the
Hucks.
movie.
It's Hucks, dude.
Yeah.
Hucks.
Honestly,
okay.
I don't know why he doesn't do like more movies where he's like the main actor because he's really fucking good. He really
Yeah.
is.
I feel like he just made it though, right? Star Wars was like his big break, so now he's gonna be on all that shit now. That's
Yeah.
normally what happens.
Yeah, well, I found out he's been in stuff since like he was in Deathly Hallows Part 2. I didn't even know.
man. He's
Like he's been around for a while.
he's one of the one of the Weasley brothers, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
sure.
is.
Hmm.
I didn't realize it was him though. Yeah, that's crazy.
Really? That's
Yeah, it
weird.
shows that you're a opposing fan, dude. Typical.
Please just kill yourself. All right, but that's pretty much what I did though. That's about what I did. So nothing crazy.
What?
Yeah, it's
How many
fine.
roses did you purchase?
I mean, one rose, but she doesn't. Roses aren't her favorite flowers, though. So
Oh, don't act like you were doing a nice deed by only getting one, mate.
Well,
right?
well, you know, it kind of seems like you can get 1 or 12. You know what I mean?
It's so true.
Like you can't
Yeah.
bring like 4.
yeah, that is true. So-
Chilson's just a cheap ass, so for not getting 12. Let's be real.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, man.
Rhino. What'd you do since you seem so keen to judge?
No, I mean, I only judge.
Yeah.
Chilson's like really soppy when it comes to his relationship. I mean, I'm like meaning no disrespect at all, but He's a little bit salty.
It's fine. Yeah, a little bit.
Hey,
All
dude,
you do
as
is look at
long-
his Instagram, and then you know, dude. I'm so grateful that I met the love of my life.
You know what?
I'm so happy
It's
right
called it's called having a heart of gold right now.
now. No, dude, I bet your girlfriend fuck. Don't get me wrong, but that doesn't mean I'm not allowed to tease you about it.
It's a good point. I mean, it's what guys do. We give each other crap. I mean, come on.
Plus, did you go to
She's
the
my
Space
other
Needle
half.
again, or?
Yeah, I spent $29 each to go to Space Needle, look around and then come down. It was great.
What do you actually do at the Space Needle? Is it
Nothing.
I just told you.
Nothing.
This was just like a viewing platform, is it?
Yeah,
It really
pretty
is.
much.
There's like a restaurant up there too, like a nice restaurant.
You
But
gotta be fucking
it was-
banging to go up there,
well,
bro.
it was under renovation when we went.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
So-
would you guys have eaten there?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
it was for
you're
it
up
was for
there
our
already.
It was for our anniversary that we went to Seattle, so we probably would have gone somewhere that
That's
night.
true.
But
Were you
That's a good point.
sleepless in Seattle?
no.
As in, like, did you go at it all night long?
I slept like a baby. The bed there was really
Oh.
comfortable.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
it
we
was
don't want to
great.
hear about the bed, dude. All right.
And
I do
wanna
have to
I wanna
say
be
the
clear.
carpet there is comfy too.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait.
I will say that I don't regret going up on Space Needle. It's more of like, it's one of those touristy things to do because she had never been to Seattle before, so you have to do the Space Needle.
Yeah, you gotta do
when
it
you're in
once.
Seattle.
Gotta do
Yeah.
it
Did
once.
you guys do Pike's Place Market when you were up there too?
Yeah, that place is bananas, dude.
It's
It's
so
pretty dank.
cool. The fish throwing. And,
It's really
I
cool.
love that
It
place.
is really cool. Very claustrophobic, but it is.
Yes.
I went into Pike's Place and I was like exhausted coming out.
Yeah.
Like I was
Oh, yeah.
I was physically tired,
Sensory
physically
overload.
and emotionally drained.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Was it just like a fresh food market? Is it?
It's
a
bit
market.
more than that, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean they throw fish over your heads, and they got vendors everywhere.
It's like a
selling
farmer's
anything
market
from,
kind of
like-
on steroids.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
it's really cool. I
They
mean,
ma-
if you
they've
ever
made
go
a
to
whole
Seattle,
thing
you
about
have
it.
to do it.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
it's really cool. Anyway, so yeah, I know. What'd you do for Valentine's Day, bro?
God, now I feel like I'm unprepared for what I actually did. No, we just had a pretty chill. So I've got a girlfriend, but we just had a pretty chill night. She cooked for me, which was nice. And,
What'd she
I
cook?
bought chili crab, dude. Ooh, ooh.
Ooh,
Chili
Ooh.
crab.
Chili crab.
Yeah. Have
Interesting.
you guys had that before?
It's like
Oh.
spicy. Is it spicy crab or is it like chili beans with crab?
What the fuck? Did I say beans, Kyle? What the fuck?
You
said
said
chili.
chili.
Oh
Chili.
no, no, I forget. You guys call like minced chili, right, or something like that. This
Mince?
This is weird.
What?
No, like you guys have a dish just called chili,
Yeah.
but it's not
Yeah.
fucking chili. It's like meat. Like
Yeah,
am
yeah,
I right?
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like beans,
beans and meat.
and,
Yeah,
oh,
see-
and cheese.
It's
Oh,
the
great.
opposite
Over
of a
here, chili is
Valentine's
like
Day
the
meal.
actual-
Mm.
Okay, chili over here is like the spice.
The
chili.
spice.
We don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chile.
So we would call like that dish like chili con carne because that's actually what it's called instead of just abbreviating it to the name of a fucking
I mean-
vegetable.
If you guys feel the need to overcomplicate things, then that's totally
Well,
fine. Go.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
so how do you talk about something that's chili?
Aluminium.
How do you talk about chili? Like just the
You say chili.
spice.
Yeah, Chile.
Yeah, but then people think you're talking about.
Chili, the
The-
spice.
So how do you say the dish?
Well, no, like
Chili.
chili, like meat.
It's the same
like
thing,
beans and
Aaron. What the fuck?
cheese. No, like beans and cheese. I mean, it's beans and meat, and I mean, maybe you use crab for your meat. That's what I wanted to know. I mean,
no,
that's
fuck
kind
that.
of-
That sounds
This sounds
fucking
sense.
horrible.
It does sound
What
kind
the
of
fuck?
gross.
Yeah.
It does
I,
sound a
I
little
don't
gross.
like.
Google
Seafood
image
at
search
all.
chili crab right now. Right?
I
It's
got
like if
you,
you
yeah.
do like a chili broth
Oh.
sauce with
Yeah,
crabs, full crabs cooked in it.
Well, once you cleared up that you were referring to the spice, it totally made sense.
Oh,
Yeah, but so how do you
dude,
guys differentiate?
dude, this looks
Right.
fantastic.
It's
Yeah, it's
mostly
fucking-
contextual, or like you'll
Oh.
clarify, like, hey, can you pick up some chili? But like, I feel like we say like Chile. At least I personally say like Chile.
Oh, you put an accent on for it. What?
Yeah, like
So
the
you say-
country,
you
like
could
the
die.
country.
Uh,
I don't even like seafood, and that looks bomb.
It does look good.
Oh,
so
I'm
yeah,
hungry
and
now.
I provided the wine and chocolate and roses, and
Very
Are you
nice.
What'd you get?
white wine guy or a red wine guy?
I actually fucking hate wine. It was more for her. I drank it.
Who likes wine?
Is
No
she a
one
wine-
likes
is-
wine.
You probably
My,
pair
my
a red
girlfriend
with that.
loves the wine.
Yeah, same with mine, dude. I can't stand it. She loves white wine, so I get a nice white.
Yeah,
a
my
white for
girlfriend
that.
also likes white wine, but I've heard typically red wine goes better with. And white
Yeah.
wine is better to drink like by yourself. I'm certainly no like so much.
Yeah.
You bought white wine for Chile crab or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow, she must have been disappointed.
Maybe, man. She didn't let me know that.
She
but-
just thought to
I'm sure
herself,
she would-
"Man, she couldn't even Google what one to get." You probably got Cook's white wine.
Isn't Cook's champagne?
Well, I didn't even
I
know
have
what
no
that is,
idea.
dude.
I think Cook's is champagne.
Whatever. It's bad. I actually don't know anything about wine. I'm just grilling you for no reason.
Yeah,
No,
wine is.
yeah.
Wine
I
is
got a nice
pretty-
South Australian white wine.
Mm.
I just don't understand wine. Like, I haven't had a wine that tastes good yet.
I honestly think it's just like something that like develops over time or something.
It's
Yeah.
like beer
old
colour.
people
Yeah,
love.
It's like beer,
wine.
dude.
Like old people love wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's because, like, your taste buds get so old, you can't even taste it anymore, and you're like, yeah, this is great, and it's expensive, so it's even better.
See,
like,
It is
I
pretty
honestly
potent.
think- I honestly think that the biggest thing with wine is that people can feel like pompous assholes when they drink it.
yes, exactly. I mean, I don't know. Wine just tastes like nail polish remover to me, and it's disgusting. It's horrible.
I mean, what did you think of beer when you first drank it, though, Carl? You didn't like beer.
No, I did. That's the thing. Like, I've always
you
enjoyed
did?
beer. Yeah. No.
Oh shit! Your first ever beer, you actually.
Yeah.
Okay, you
No.
did. Oh, yeah, this is good.
Okay, to be honest, I drink Bud Light. Like, that is my go-to beer. I drink Bud Light, so it's not great beer in general.
Oh.
But I don't drink like the heavy IPAs.
Wait, what percent?
I
What percent's
hate-
Bud Light? I don't even.
This one right here is
5.4.
4.2.
Darn it.
So
I mean, that's
it's not
that's
heavy.
It's not heavy, but it's not weak either. It's not like a
yeah.
mid-strength.
No, like I drink Dead Guy quite a bit. Dead Guy's Dead Guy's expensive, but Dead Guy's one of my favorites, and that's like a 5.9, I believe.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
I just feel like wine's the same as beer. Like it's one of those things you have to drink. It's an acquired taste. So over
Yeah.
time,
yeah,
the more you drink, the more you enjoy it.
I
Because
guess
I mean,
so.
for the first like 6 months that I drank beer, I didn't enjoy it at all. And then
What do you
and then
drink?
literally,
Forced
to be
is-
honest, I mean,
Gotta
we,
get
we
a
probably
heady
don't get like
hopper.
the same beer brands as you guys, right? But Foster's is definitely one. I don't drink Foster's.
It's
That's
right.
like a cheap ass beer. man.
Foster's.
Come on, bro. I've got a little bit more.
Hop on to Australia and get yourself some That's British.
No, but really, like, what do you drink? I want to look it up.
So I drink Corona, which is a
Corona's
beer.
always good. They got Taco Tuesday at the bar, and so at the bar you have to pay for water, and it's cheaper to buy a beer than it is to buy a water. I understand why they do
What?
it, but
Wait,
I
what?
always get chicken tacos with a Corona and with lime, and it is amazing. I love it.
Corona's a good beer to drink to eat with.
Yes,
Like,
Yeah. Just
just a plain
We've got-
Corona is horrible.
We've got a couple of local breweries in WA. So Little Creatures, I always like a good Little Creatures ale, and then Feral, which is a brewery actually close to me. They do this beer called a Hop Hog, and it's like a very hoppy, high strength beer, but it's really nice. I fucking love it.
That's cool. I'm
guys-
seeing if I can get little.
Do you guys have
'cause
like
it's possible.
you guys have like triple IPAs and stuff in Aussie too? I'm assuming.
Yeah,
That stuff is garbage.
Ugh.
It tastes.
it's
It tastes. Doesn't it taste like liquefied cigarette?
I mean, it is pretty bad.
It
I
tastes
feel like-
exactly like cigarette ashes. Like the smell of a burnt cigarette is what a triple IPA tastes like. Like, oh, this is delicious. I'm sucking up a freaking campfire. Boy.
So, on the topic of cigarettes, this is kind of random. This is a random little story. But how early did you guys like hear of people smoking cigarettes?
Pretty
Like
early.
your friends.
Oh, my friends.
Oh,
Like
shit.
what age?
Early teens, I guess, like 12, 13.
Yeah, I want to say like
Okay.
I want to say like freshman year of high school.
Yeah. So I'm a custodian, and it's me, a guy that's a year older than me, and then a guy that's 19. And so I'm talking to them, and we're just talking about whatever. And the young guy goes, "So when did you guys ever start smoking?" I'm like, "I've never smoked in my life. Like, that's disgusting." And the other guy's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "When I was 9 years old, I started smoking." And we're like, "What?"
9 years
And he's
old.
like, "Yeah." He's like,
Wow.
"So here's what we would do. We would go, like, run around outside." I guess they lived in a town where there was, like, a bar close to them or something. He's like, "We'd go run over to the ashtray and pick out the cigarette butts
Oh
and
my
then put
God.
them in a clean sock."
Ah,
I'm like,
Fucking disgusting.
"What?" And then he's like, "We wanted to be adults. So we ran up to the top of the mountain with a lighter and we would smoke cigarettes every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday." And I'm like,
Jesus.
at 9 years old, and he's like, it was either 8 or 9, I can't remember, but it was before I was 10, and I'm like, we were just all speechless. We're like, what?
Wait, Cal, what's a custodian, dude? I have no idea what that is.
Maid almost. Like, I clean up the
You
dorms.
can say
I clean up-
janitor.
Janitor, yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's your school, right?
Yeah, I do it at school. I do landscaping as
I
well.
would probably go to janitor
Nice.
before maid.
I mean,
If, in the future.
it's all the same.
we have the outfits and
Maids are
everything.
sexier, dude. Yeah, maids are sexy, man.
Hey,
Back in
I
the-
mean,
Yeah, I'm sure
There's a
Kyle's a
reason
very
I'm a
sexy
maid.
maid.
yeah, dude. Girls love it.
Uh-huh.
All those freshmen. I've
Do
got
you like
some.
put on an accent when you come to clean the rooms? Yeah, I've come to clean the room.
It's
Oh,
always
yeah.
housekeeping. Dude,
God
it's
damn.
so funny because all the like adult I'm in college, so I'm a student custodian, but like all the adult custodians that actually do this as a job, the guys come up and they go, "Custodian," and they always drop their voice like way lower, and it's so funny. Like they drop their voice like 4 octaves, and they're like, "Custodian." It's so funny.
Interesting.
Sorry, that was a little aside. My bad.
So why it happens.
Well, you need to tell us about your Valentine's now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, so me and Abby were saving for a wedding, and so we kind of decided we're gonna cut back on like holidays and stuff, and so I just got her some smell good stuff like shampoos and bubble baths and a couple lotions that she liked, and so I got her those, and then she just gave me a bag of candy. It was pretty awesome. Like
Candy.
we let's see, what else did we do?
What kind of candy did you get?
Oh man, I got it right here. She got
You
me
get-
some
Get
Twix.
Starburst?
No, I didn't get Starburst. It was all chocolate. I got Twix, some Oreo
Oh.
bars,
Oh,
peanut M&Ms, like
nice.
a couple Reese's peanut butter cups, Hershey's. There was a dark chocolate Kit Kat bar. That was amazing.
Mm.
I like dark chocolate.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. And then we don't go out and get ice cream like hardly ever. And she's like, "Kyle, it's Valentine's Day. Let's go get Blizzards." And I'm like, yeah. So we got Blizzards and burritos. So that's what it was. Nothing fancy, but
Very nice.
it was good. It was fun. We'll do something special next year. I'll surprise you with something. I don't know yet. So yeah. Aaron, what about you? Did you do anything?
Yeah, me and the lady, we took a hike in Eastern Oregon. And then on the sunset, I had my brother-in-law drop like picnic stuff in this backpack, like a big duffel bag. So then we all unfolded it there, spent the night under the stars, pitched a tent, came home in the morning. It's a real good time.
Wait,
Wow, this sounds
seriously?
romantic as fuck. What the fuck?
Are
I
you
didn't-
being dead serious?
No, I didn't do any of that.
See,
I was like, what the
fuck?
crap? Like, I
See,
feel horrible.
I absolutely love that you guys don't know Aaron as much as I do.
Yeah.
Because I can just sit back and enjoy.
hmm
Wait, I had a sneaking suspicion that it sounded a little bit fake. To be
Aaron, do you have a
But I
lady?
mean-
No, I don't. I'm not in a
Oh.
relationship.
Do you have a man?
Well,
we don't discriminate here.
It's all
That's
up
why.
to you.
yeah,
It's
it's all
children,
up to you. Yeah, why do you think he knows me so well?
Oh, I got it. That's what you meant when you said Halo. Okay, I see.
Oh yeah, we were reaching.
That story sounded.
There wasn't much sleeping going on that night.
Yeah.
Sleepless in the friend's room.
All right, moving on. Let's see. So, we're pretty much shedding our man cards for this podcast. So, we are going to move on to what games have made you cry. Kyle, I'm gonna start with you.
The fuck?
Or just teary-eyed or something if you haven't full out like bawled during a game, but
Okay.
there's moments where you get at least teary-eyed.
I guess. Let's see. When did I get teary-eyed in games? I was pretty upset when Ghost died in Modern Warfare 2. Wait, what? I mean, I love Ghost. Like, Ghost was one of my favorite. I think he was everyone's favorite. They made a whole game based off the guy. I mean, so I was pretty, like, I just remember, like, I sat there, and that's the first time where a video game, like, kind of made me, like, feel a little spot of empty in my heart.
Call of Duty, boys. Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Call it.
No, there was that, and then Uncharted gave me a lot of, like, happy moments. It's like the happy sad, you know what I'm talking about, where you feel a little sappy and you're
Uncharted
like,
has feels, man.
Yeah.
Feels.
Uncharted.
Get, like when in Uncharted 3, spoilers by the way if anyone's played it, but towards the end of the game when they don't fake it, but Nate thinks that Sully dies. Like,
Yeah.
I lost it.
Oh
when that
my
happened.
goodness.
That
Like,
was
it's just Sully. Like, Sully's one of the best characters in the game. I want a
Right.
Sully spinoff, to be honest. Like, I'd be so
I'd love
happy
that
with
shit.
that.
But yeah, when I thought he was
Um,
actually dead, like, and Drake goes crazy. Like, I remember, like, gripping the controller extra hard and being like, let's go fuck some shit up, boys.
dude. We got a fucking Chloe Nadine spinoff. Why don't we get a Sully and Sam spinoff?
Well, that's what it was between the two. That's what I heard. They were gonna go between the two, and for some reason, which I'm sure I'm not even gonna go
Right
into
choice.
why.
I mean,
it probably
Chloe's
is.
nice. Chloe's nice.
Oh. Ron loves a bit of
But
Chloe.
Nadine, I mean, they just introduced Nadine in Uncharted 4. Like, why
She's
aren't
pretty
they
cool,
going
though.
with her?
Yeah, she was pretty cool.
I would have rather had Sam and Sully.
So would I.
I think everyone would have.
Are those all the games, man?
I think so. Like, Horizon doesn't really have any sad moments in it, and that was a really good game. And The Last of Us. I know I got upset in The Last of Us at some point. I don't remember when, but I just remember I was like, wow, that was heavy. It
The
might have
epilogue.
been,
The first,
yes.
first sequence, yeah, that was pretty
yeah,
messed up.
because, I mean,
The
it's just
giraffe
real.
scene.
Like,
That giraffe scene hit me hard.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
Yeah, I
up.
really got hit by that hard too.
Yeah.
In here, dude.
Yeah. No, but I guess that's it for me. I mean, I don't think I've ever cried at the video game, but video games have definitely, like, given me feels, like,
Yeah.
whether it's happy feels. At the end of Horizon, actually, no, at the end of Horizon, the ending did, like, I started to tear up.
Oh, really?
Like just because it was over, or because of the story?
Because of the ending. Like,
Okay.
you guys haven't played through it, so I don't want to spoil it, but the ending,
Yeah,
like,
no spoilers.
it just hits you and you're like, whoa. Like,
Gotcha.
I don't know. But,
Right.
yeah, that's just me. Chilson, what about yourself? When have you cried at a video game or felt emotion?
So I would say there's one that I can really think of, and the ending of Final Fantasy X kind of fucked me up a little bit.
Damn.
Pretty good.
Let's hear
Like,
it.
I haven't played it.
yeah, I remember like going to bed that night. Like I was probably like 13 or something when I first played through it. And I remember going to bed like so confused and like depressed. I was like, really? Like, was there like some sort of alternate ending or something that I missed? But no, it's just
It is pretty sad.
it was just depressing and it was sad. And I certainly, I mean, I got teary eyed, man. It was emotional.
Yeah. No, it is an emotional ending. It's because all you want is for Una and Titus to be together, and then it's like
Yeah.
it's really bittersweet because like you kill the big bad, and you think everything's going to be okay, and then like the two main protagonists can't even be together. Yeah, it's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, it wrecked me. It did. And I'd say the other ones that would be closest is not because of sadness, but The Witcher 3 gave a lot of like really satisfying like happy moments and stuff where where you tear up like when you're happy and stuff. I had a few of those in that game.
Oh, nice.
The game's got some strong storytelling, man. It's so good.
Yeah.
That's really all I can think of though for games for me. How about you, Aaron?
I got a list. No, it's not.
Oh no, I will say, I got close with Tales from the Borderlands. Also, this will probably be on.
Oh, it's on my list, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Bivens, maybe you'll add more to my list because I can only think of like a couple, but I feel like there's more. But
Gears of War on there.
Gears of War is on there. Yeah, Gears of War.
Halo?
Yeah, Halo's on there. yeah. In the second or third Gears of War, like the first couple are just these like run and gun action brawlers, and then they just start to like just murder you with emotion, and there's like this overarching quest in the whole thing, and then that like literally goes nowhere.
Yeah,
and it's really sad, and then main character dies, and then Tales from the Borderlands.
Spoilers, dude! What the fuck? Jesus!
If you haven't played Gears of War 2, you're not going to.
That's true. I have no intention of playing Gears of War. So.
Yeah, Tales from the Borderlands. I don't even remember what messed me up, but something messed me up. Right?
Whoa, spoilers! Spoilers! What the fuck?
Yeah.
We don't have to say spoilers. I mean, we haven't. The game's been out for like a year now, or 2 years, or however long. I mean, it's been long enough. If people are going to play it, they've already played it, or they already know what's happening.
Bruh.
Yeah, Aaron, it was on the last episode. I remember towards the very end.
Oh, I think I remember.
Yeah. Me and Aaron played through Tales from the Borderlands together, just like in the same room, and Aaron was a mess.
Yeah.
he was like about like curled up. He was like curled up in his chair and stuff.
I was like, messed up, bro.
Oh shit, dude.
I am unapologetically pretty outwardly emotional. Yeah, feminine. Why not?
That's totally fine.
It's okay to be connected.
Life is Strange. Also, I had to walk out. If it was like if it was just you or like just our other friend, like I think I would have stayed in the room. But like the both of you in there, I couldn't cry in front of both of you.
Wait, you've actually cried from a video game?
Oh, I cried in Tales of the Borderlands. I cried in Gears of War.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Life is Strange.
Cool.
I think the one that hit me the hardest, though, this last one that hit me the hardest and like for the longest was Halo 4. Weirdly enough.
Yep.
Yeah, in Halo 4, spoiler alert, this AI character that's been with you the whole time, Cortana. Throughout the whole game, you watch her just like deteriorate, like Alzheimer's style, and then she dies. She sacrifices herself, but before she dies, she gets like a final moment where she like actually gets to touch the main character because she's just an AI, but she's a living AI, composed of like organic electronics, and like she touches him in real life.
Sounds like you're crying right now.
And it really messed me up.
Oh god!
Like it was for like for a good amount of time. I was just like, that's all I could think about. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing when we played together. It wasn't like way through, or that moment we would probably.
Oh my god! I would have stabbed you in the throat. Are you kidding me? You were horrible.
Did you guys play games together often or something? Like, I feel like there's like a running trend here where you get emotional play games together.
Yeah, we played a few games together.
Yeah.
I think
we did.
I personally like to play games. I mean, like the co-op is good online, but like couch co-op's even better.
Oh yeah,
Just kind of feed off the energy
Agreed.
and stuff.
But how do you play like Tales of the Borderlands? Because what if someone makes like a choice that the other person doesn't agree with?
Well,
You deal with it.
yeah, we trade episodes basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we like collaborate on the choices, but if we disagree, then whoever's got the controller makes the final
yeah.
call, man.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, that sounds
Damn.
cool. That sounds
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's not fun.
I guess you did play with Chilson.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. You're
Yeah,
the
play
one
with
that makes
Chilson.
questionable decisions in that game, I will say.
What, Halo 4 or the...
Tales from the Borderlands. So, Halo 4 was pretty one-sided on my end.
Yeah, I remember some... Well, you had to, you know, I had to do it to him.
You didn't honor him.
Wait, have you guys played through any of Telltale's other stuff together?
No.
Because I can't imagine like doing a Walking Dead, because Walking Dead like is quite serious with another person and making like decisions that you don't agree with. I feel like
Yeah.
I'd be like, why the
That'd be
fuck did you
fun.
do that, bro?
Well,
What the fuck?
well, I think we'll move on to you now, Rhino, because, I
Oh.
mean, I've heard The Walking Dead is pretty sad. Did you cry at The
Yeah.
Walking Dead?
No, so like actually my two of my friends brought this up with me literally like 2 weeks ago. We were talking about The Walking Dead, I don't know why, and they asked me in the last episode of the first season whether I cried or not. And I didn't, surprisingly, because like, I don't know, in like normal life, I'm not actually that much of an emotional person, like when it comes to myself. But when I
Hard to
like
believe.
experience but like I'm like
Got
fucking
him.
weak when it comes to watching like films and playing games and shit like that. Like I get extremely emotional. I have no idea why.
I'm
And so I
really
thought-
surprised then.
No, me too. I thought during The Walking Dead it would hit me, but like I was sad, but like it wasn't like it didn't like hit me like it hit a lot of other people. But I really enjoyed that first season, and the second season's great too. I haven't played there's a third season out right now?
I believe so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe so.
Huh.
And then there was the Michonne one that came out too, like the Michonne episodes.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't play those either.
I don't think those did very good.
Oh, okay. But the first two seasons of that game were great. But I think there's two examples for me that stick out. And
Let me
the
guess.
first-
Is it Final Fantasy and Last of Us?
No. Well, okay, one of
Oh,
them
wow.
is Final Fantasy, but it's not 7. It's 9. But that was like similar in your Witcher one, where it wasn't emotional because I was like upset, but
The
like
happy
the
tears.
ending of that game is like it's just such a joyous experience. The very end,
Okay.
because basically what happens, and spoilers, you're believed that the main protagonist of the game, who is fucking awesome, one of the best Final Fantasy protagonists that there's ever been, like you think that he's dead, and then in like the very final cutscene of the game, he comes back, and it literally like I just remember like fucking bawling my eyes out, being like, "Oh my god, he's still alive! Oh my god!" And I was like probably 12, I think, when I finished that, maybe 11 or 12. And I fucking like, yeah, dude, I was a fucking emotional wreck. But it was like and then I remember like keeping it on, because in Final Fantasy games, when you finish it, you don't get to like save after you finish the story, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So you can only go backwards once you've finished like the final boss or like the final beat of the game.
for sure.
So, and there's always like a final scene where it has like it says Final Fantasy, and I have like something in the background, and it'll have like some theme song in the background playing. And I remember leaving the screen on for that game for like a week straight, because I just didn't want to even touch my PlayStation.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fucking. And then the other one is I don't know if you guys have ever played Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
Oh, I know of it. I
Mhm.
definitely know of it.
I
but
never
I
That
played
know
sounds
of it.
really familiar.
Yeah, it was a free PS Plus game on PS3, probably two years ago now.
Yeah.
And I don't know. This game I was playing it for the trophies behind, and I just wanted to get just finish the game, get the 100% and get all the trophies. But that game fucking hit me, man. Like that hit me right in the feels. So it's
Damn.
basically about this family, and so there's two brothers, two younger brothers, a younger brother and an older brother, and they have a dad. But basically the mother dies or something like that, so they bury her, and the dad goes into like this deep ass depression, And so the brothers go on like an adventure to try and get, like, I forget what it is, but they try and get something to cheer him up, essentially. And then on like the way back, so they do this whole adventure. It's like you have to work together as like two brothers, obviously, and whatnot. And then on the way back, the older brother fucking passes away, like he dies.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then like the younger brother can't swim, and they live on this fucking island, right? And so the younger brother's by himself, and he's like having flashbacks to his older brother, like helping him like learn how to swim, and he's trying to get back home and all this shit, dude. And I just remembered like playing that, and I like the tears were like fucking rolling down my face. And like my girlfriend like walked in as I was at like the very end, and she was literally like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I just don't understand.
And I was literally just like, "It's so emotional."
He did all this for him.
But she was super nice about it. She went and like brought me in dessert like 10 minutes later, and I remember like getting a big hug from her and being like, "It's all okay." You know, I like felt so much better afterwards. But Jesus Christ, like the ending of that game, I don't know. Like I've one of my close friends actually who played it through also, he was literally like, "I don't like what they did. I think they tried to make it too emotional and everything." And I was like trying to hold in like how I felt about it, being like, "Bro, what do you mean? I fucking love it." But they're like the two examples where I got like really, really upset. Obviously, Last of Us I think is quite an emotional game, especially at the end when Joel saves Ellie from the Fireflies. Like that's and you're just running through the hospital carrying her, dude. Like, oh, that fucking
I did not expect that at all. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, when Joel just goes full badass mode and starts murdering everyone, dude. Oh.
Felt so good.
I would do the exact same thing in that situation, by the way. Like, a lot of people disagreed with it, being like, "Oh, I didn't want Joel to do that."
Really?
Yeah, but in my head, I was like, if I was in Joel's shoes, I would have done exactly the same thing.
I just love that whole game. I'm so excited for the second game.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Yeah, I think that's it, right? That's probably it for me.
What about Mass Effect? I know Chilson played through the Mass Effect. Isn't that game supposed to be super emotional?
It is.
Not. I might be thrown way out of left field.
I think it is. I never cried, but it was the same thing in that game for me also. Mostly in Mass Effect 2, where I had like happy moments, but there's also at the very end, ending mission. It's called the side mission, and you get together your crew, and you go into this, and you assign your crew to like certain parts where you think that they would do better at. And the crazy thing about this mission is like you spend the whole game getting to know this crew, getting them put together, like becoming attached to them. They can literally all die in the last mission if you don't play your cards right.
Oh, fuck.
I saved before, and I went back, so I made sure nobody died. Actually, one person died, but she was a bitch, so so that was fine. But everyone I cared about ended up making it towards the end. But how ballsy is it though to like literally kill off any character like that? It was crazy, but I don't know. It never wrecked me too hard. It was sad for sure, but I don't feel like I came close to crying.
What about in Journey? How did you feel after Journey?
I felt pretty good after Journey. Journey would definitely be more happy tears.
Yeah,
than anything. So I love that game, man.
Did you like keep playing after? Because once I finished it, I felt like emotionally exhausted, and I had to turn my PlayStation off and had to have a break. I was like, ooh.
I honestly think I took a nap after, or it was like late at night and went to bed. I know I went to sleep. I went to sleep, but it was great. Did you go through with like another person? Did you have another person with you the whole time? I did it one sit down playthrough. So I had the same person the entire time, and it's crazy how attached you can become to this nameless person like somewhere in the world.
Yeah. So my story with that is kind of fucked up because so the whole game since like the first desert scene like I had another person with me. And we went through the entire game together, and you know the penultimate stage, like the penultimate level when you're climbing up the mountain and like the wind's blowing you off and shit like that?
Yeah.
So we got to like a point where you can actually get blown off, and my companion got blown off the edge of the mountain, and I was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck? What do I do?" And so I went back down to go and try and find him so we could finish together. And I was actually getting upset. I was literally like, what the fuck? Like, where's my friend going? Like, because he literally just blew him off. I'm like running around, trying to find him. And I found another dude who wasn't him because he didn't have the same scarf length. So I knew that it wasn't him. And you know what the problem was? I went the wrong way. So basically, if you get blown off in this segment, it puts you down in this little divot that you can come back up quite easily from. And I went just completely down the side that we came up, thinking that that's where he would have got blown off to. And so like I was quite upset. So then when I realized that, I tried to rush up to like the top to try and find him again, and I never found him. But like it was like I was actually upset and like quite frustrated because I wanted to do like when I got to the apotheosis, like the final stage, I didn't have anyone to experience that with, and I was literally I mean it's something that I'll always remember though, like thinking to go back and find him but never finding him. Like so it's like kind of a bittersweet thing.
It's like you actually lost him, like lost somebody in your life. You like went to go look for him and you couldn't find him. You just had to check on.
How long does it take to play through it?
About like, 2-3 hours? 3 hours?
Yeah,
maybe?
a few hours.
Huh, okay, now it's not enough time. I want to play through it now.
Do it in one sitting. Make sure you do it in one sitting.
Yeah, no. I mean, I have it. It's on. I think it's even downloaded, actually.
Yeah, you need to. It's so good.
And then at the very end, it tells you all the PlayStation names of each person that you met during the game. Mm-hmm. And so I wrote them all down, and I messaged the guy afterwards, being like, "Yo, I think you were the guy that I lost on the mountain." And we're friends on peers. I've never spoken to him, but it was just like, you know.
He's probably just like, "You pussy bitch! I played this for a long time." Platinum, bro.
Why you fucking emotional about being a? The fuck?
Yes. All right. Kind of going down the same avenue. Aaron, what movies have made you cry?
Ooh.
I think me and Aaron can have at least one shared movie.
Probably. One that made me like more seriously have like a legitimate emotional response was La La Land.
Yep, there it is.
At the end. But
yep.
The movie that I've cried to the most really has nothing to do with the movie.
Little Trouble in Big Chinatown?
No. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Hell yeah. Dude, I said that.
It's a sad movie, but after a breakup one summer, I don't even know if I've told you this before, but I own the DVD. The only DVDs I own are Kung Fu Panda and the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. And I was in such a deep funk that it was summertime, and all I did all day and all night was watch the SpongeBob SquarePants movie and then the Kung Fu Panda movie. But eventually literally. But then it got to a point where I wouldn't even switch to Kung Fu Panda, and I was just watching the SpongeBob SquarePants movie over and over again.
Oh my god!
And whenever it would get to the sad part, I would just start bawling.
Which SpongeBob movie is this, Aaron? Because
the first one,
few, right?
Yeah, well, there's two.
Is that the one with Dustin Hoffman in it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's legitimate. It's legitimately a good movie. Yeah.
Oh, Hasselhoff. Sorry, same person, right?
I'm David Hasselhoff.
But yeah.
It's sad, man. It's sad.
I get teary at a lot of movies, but those were the only ones that like stuck out to me as like a good shedding.
Yeah, I agree. I guess I'll just go ahead and go next, just because like La La Land is one that it fucked me up. Like I've never like bawled like completely at a movie before, but La La Land had me like I was depressed, especially after the second viewing.
Yeah,
the second viewing of it fucked me up even more.
You see it all coming.
it's such a realistic like depression and like depiction of how things happen that it kind of just messes with you.
It's sad, and then the ending, like the ending act, like where like time jumps a little bit. It was just like that sent it to next level. It was like, oh my god, too real.
It broke the rule of movies. How
it really
like
did.
people don't they end up like with each other and all that shit. All that, yeah, man, it's rough.
Yeah.
Another movie that I think I legitimately cried, and it was The Fox and the Hound.
Oh my goodness! I don't like that movie. It's too sad.
Dude, when she released the fox back to the forest, man. Oh, dude, that was sad. That was fucking sad.
Oh, it just pulls your heart out.
It does.
Like,
I think it's hard to go through this list also without mentioning Up, because the first time you watch Up, it's just like an unexpected experience where
the first 15 minutes, man. Oh my god,
it messes. It messes, like it really fucks you up.
Yeah,
like I cried during that. If you didn't cry during the first viewing of Up, or at least get teary eyed, then you are a stone cold motherfucker. All right?
It's because they nailed it so perfectly. I mean, that's what every single person wants. You want to find that person, experience your whole life with them, and then eventually they're just gone.
Yeah. They like capture the like loss of like the depression that you would feel when you like lose your soulmate, like like they die before you do, you know? Like, well, fuck, like that sucks. You know?
I thought Wall-E was sadder.
Are you sure?
I've only seen Wall-E once.
Yeah, the whole movie is sad, man.
Yeah. I don't know. Pixar films have a way with me. I don't know what Pixar put in
Toy
Magic
Story
Potion.
Toy
Story 3
man.
killed me, dude. Monsters Inc. killed me. The ending of Monsters fucking way too emotional for me.
Yep.
Inside Out.
I hated that movie
as well.
You
didn't like it?
It was a trash fire. Oh my god.
It was.
I hated that movie.
No,
I
love it, man.
No, it was a beautiful setup. They had a wonderful idea, and then they ran out of time, and they just started throwing their own established like.
Nah, I disagree, man.
It was
when her imaginary friend sacrificed for them.
Bing Bong.
Oh my god, dude! I started like bowling in the middle of the cinema. I was like, oh my god.
And just the ending also,
Yeah, the ending was quite sad. Yeah, like just Joy coming to the realization that you have to be sad in order to be happy sometimes. Like I think that was really like, I don't know, that hit me. Like that hit me.
Yeah, I really like the part where she cloned like 1,000 Dream Boys and used that to like get over. I really enjoyed that part. That part made a lot of sense.
Whatever. Go back to your fucking Zootopia Pro life. Yes. Christ. Let's see. I think the one that's gotten me the most though out of all the movies is Schindler's List.
Oh gosh, I totally forgot about that.
Schindler's List. I mean, the whole movie can make you cry.
Yeah.
Like it's so fucked up, so sad. What happened? But the real thing that got me was the very ending
when he breaks
down. When he breaks down, when he's like, he's got all these Jews that he saved. Like he saved like 1,000, like over 1,000, and then he's like, I could have saved more. And he keeps thinking about all the things that he could have sold to be able to like save like one more person, and he just like breaks down in front of all of the people that he saved. That got me. That hit me the hardest, like out of any movie.
He's so like stone cold in the
throughout
whole movie.
The entire movie.
Very composed, and it's the literal first like inkling of emotion you get out of him, and he just absolutely erupts.
Mm-hmm.
We
Like-
watched that in my AP Euro class, and like we all had a moment. Like
Yeah.
when that movie finished, everyone
That-
was like teary eyed, and I mean,
I
we
mean,
had
I would honestly
tissues.
say, I would be confident saying it's probably like the most emotional movie ever created. Like it's up there.
Damn.
Like I know, like even like during the filming of it, like actors take like long breaks just to like be able to cope with like what they were having to do and everything, all of this kind of stuff. And like that scene, I could look it up on YouTube right now, and I know I could get teary eyed watching it.
I think we all would. I mean, that's
Right now, have you seen Schindler's List?
Oh yeah, but it's one of those things that it's like you can only watch it like once every like 5 years. I feel like because
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
an emotional weight of it, you can't take it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
Similar to,
Very
have
powerful.
you guys ever seen Grave of the Fireflies?
Yes.
No,
That's that
I haven't.
animated one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Ghibli film, and it's very similar to Schindler's List in how emotional it is. Because it's a World War II story as well, and it's just
Oh, I've heard of it. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I
it
haven't
hits
seen
you
it.
like a fucking truck, dude. Like, and like I've watched it once, I don't want to watch it again because like you go into a fucking depression after you watch it, like literally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's powerful.
It's fucked up. And I mean, honestly, any movie like a dog die, like Mark, fuck me up. Like I don't like it. Can't stand it when dogs die, man. I hate it.
Yeah.
I need-
Abby always wants to watch these animal movies, and I don't even touch them anymore. Like, it's just too sad. Like, she's like, "Hey, do you want to watch Marley and Me?" No, instant. No. Like,
Fuck no.
no, that's too real. It's
You want to
too
watch
real.
AirPods? No, it's too real.
That was the basketball dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basketball,
football, or soccer,
then
or
baseball.
hockey.
Yeah.
Oh,
Snow
yeah,
dogs.
multi-talented was it? I didn't know that. Gee.
I've
Oh,
never
they
really been hit
milked
by
it.
the. I've never really been hit by the like animal deaths. In
Did you
movies.
have
Oh.
pets growing up?
I didn't like them. I'm just not.
Alright.
That's fair.
This is probably like where your like animal abusiveness has come from.
I am
Like,
not
seeing
abusive
them
to
as-
animals.
Oh, but you are verbally abusive.
Yes,
to
that
your
is
animals.
correct. That is accurate. But
Don't
no,
say
I like-
anything
But I don't.
incriminating.
I don't
Dude,
yell at
when
them.
I
I don't yell at them. Like they don't
No, you
perceive.
don't.
They don't perceive
that's
that I'm
what-
like being verbally
true.
abusive.
But if you were a human and you like, okay, I like, Aaron had a wiener dog named Pep, and I would go stay the night over at Aaron's house when we like play video games together, and Pep would like always come in the middle of the night and wake Aaron up, and he would just get mad, and he would like grab his dog, and he would just like look him right in the face, just like, I'm gonna snap your little neck if you come in here. Snap your little neck.
I'm gonna love
Just
it.
like whispering like in this like monotone voice, like all hushed
Jesus.
and everything.
See, it's not that like
Dawn.
it's not that I like I was annoyed that it woke me up or something. Like that's only part of it. It was nightly. Okay, it was constant, several
Dude,
times
it
a
just
night.
loved you.
It would leave and then want to come back, and it would leave and want to come back.
You know, I'd be like, the fuck do you want, you stupid animal?
That's so sad, man.
It was beyond infuriating. I don't really get angry, but that's the closest I've ever been. Like, I mean, that's just fury. That's the best way to like put it out. Just absolute fury. You stupid little freaking dog. You stupid neck. Oh my god!
Oh,
If you
man.
scratch on this door one more
Do
freaking
you still
time.
have that dog, Aaron, or not?
No.
He's dead.
No,
Yeah.
its neck was snapped.
Yeah.
Oh God.
No, we had to put him down.
He was old.
Yeah.
He
Oh, okay.
Yeah. he
Okay,
got-
that's hard.
I'm just not a huge dog guy
He's a good
Yeah.
winter dog, though.
or a
He's-
cat.
That's fair.
Yeah, I loved Pep because he wasn't a dog. He was just a person.
He was a meme.
Yeah, Pep was just a meme. He would just like walk in, like sit on the couch next to you, just chill out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was pretty awesome. Anyway,
yeah,
Kyle, let's move on to you before we get Peter on our asses.
yeah. I don't condone animal violence.
All right. All right. Let's see. Sad movies. Lion King. of course, when
Yeah.
Mufasa dies.
Yeah, fuck.
When
Ooh.
I watched it with Chilson and then with Abby, or whatever way it was.
There you go.
I don't remember.
What, did you never watch it as a kid, Kyle? Like
No. I loved it as a kid. I watched that movie all the time, but when it was really re-released and I watched it in theaters, I mean, I just remember tearing up. You're sitting there, holy crap, like losing your father, like, oh my goodness. So, definitely cried there. There was another animated movie that came to mind, but I lost it. The biggest movie that I remember crying at was Christmas Shoes. If you guys don't know about it, it's one of those cheesy Hallmark movies, but we watched it the year after my mom was cleared of cancer, breast cancer, and the whole premise of the movie is this kid's mom's dying of cancer, and he's like 10 years old, and he works and does all these things to buy these shoes that his mom cute one day, and he spends like $50 on them, but they're actually like $55. He didn't have enough, and I don't know, but I just remember that scene, and I got hit like a freight train, just bawling, and I had to step out of the room. And
those kind of movies can fuck with. The movie that I watched last night with my girlfriend, About Time, I teared up, and it actually kind of wrecked me, like. And it's just sad, man. Shit is just sad.
I mean, like, the thing is, we're all getting to that stage in life where, like, we're really starting to make love connections, I feel like. I think me and Chilson can agree on that. Like, I'm engaged to be married, and, like, I know that I love Abby. But, like, she's one, and then, like, the fact that my mom had cancer and the threat of losing her, I mean, I think we can all agree, like, our moms are probably the most amazing women in our lives, and just the idea of not having my mom just destroyed me. So,
yeah.
I mean, that I don't know, but
Chilson hates his mom, though. I know that.
no,
Dude, I'm a mama's boy.
No, dude, he loves his mom. I will defend him to the cross.
He's
man.
too much of a mama's boy. He's scary. Too much of a mama's boy.
Oh, Jesus. Actually, we went over this the other day with sucking on the titties, didn't we?
What? Shut the fuck up.
Can I get a sound clip of that?
Kill yourself.
Someone clip that. Put that in the intro, Aaron.
Okay.
The intro.
I'm putting. It's not gonna make any sense if I do that, but I'll put it in the intro.
I mean, yeah. My mom, just my parents, man. You ever just sit there and just like, I had some really fucking amazing parents. I owe everything to my parents, so just the thought of anything ever happening to either of them, I just don't like to think about it, because it just, like, I couldn't have asked for better. And I'm always so sad when, like, people don't have great relationships with their parents, you know, it happens.
Oh, man, all the time. I mean, I hear it, and I'm like, it's your parents. Like, and I don't know if it's the parents' fault. I don't know if it's the kids' fault, but, like, I couldn't fathom going through life without my parents. I mean, last Sunday, my dad sent me a text and said he was proud of me, which he's never done. But I don't know. That made my week. Like, I've had probably one of the best weeks of my life just because of that. And I couldn't explain why.
What made him proud? Did he watch the podcast?
No. I mean, maybe he did. I don't know. I haven't told him. No,
but I mean,
happy
that the sweaty feet like was passed down.
Oh, you think my feet are sweaty? Guess where I get it from?
Yeah, exactly. That's why he's so proud of you.
Yes.
He finally realizes.
No, but I mean, it's exactly like you were saying. I mean, I owe who I am to my parents. I mean, you could argue that I chose to be myself, but I wouldn't be a smidge of who I am without both my parents.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, that was heavy.
I know.
Yeah. What movies that made you emotional right now?
This movie right now is actually making
yeah, whatever. You've already said you don't get emotional in real life, so.
I don't know. I feel like real life things don't hit me until I see them in like a visual format, entertainment format, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
If Aaron just like
I should be
animates
upset about
this,
that.
then you'll be like upset.
Yeah.
No, that's because he's a weeb though. Actually, God, I was gonna bring up some weeb films. Oh, they're not really. These are like mainstream. Like you guys know like Ghibli films, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Spirited Away. And shit.
Yeah.
Moving
Like I got
Castle.
emotional during Spirited Away.
what's
Howl's Moving
that?
Castle.
Yeah, that's it. I love that. Was
Grave of the
really-
Fireflies as well. And there's this like really The Tale of Princess Kaguya, which it came in like 2013.
I've heard of that.
And that's fucking. I went and saw that in the cinemas, and it was a fucking mistake, dude. It was a mistake because I like could not stop crying. I was
Yeah.
actually like, oh.
The animation in those movies are beautiful enough to
Yeah.
like some teary eyes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's so good.
I don't know if it's just like animated films that get me because, like I mentioned before, Pixar tears at my heartstrings. Like almost every like Pixar film I've watched, get at least a little bit emotional.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do a really good job.
they
But
do.
actually, I
They
actually
do.
went and saw Toy Story 3 when it first came out with
Ugh.
so my current girlfriend. That was like our first date was to go and see that, and I fucking started crying in the film, right? And it's like our first date, and I was what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, what are you actually doing? Like, thank God she's still with me now, but like back then I was actually freaking. I was like, bro, hide the tears, man, hide the tears, dude. You can't be fucking crying on your first date.
Yeah.
I was literally like trying to fucking. And this is back when 3D was a thing, so like we're wearing those 3D fucking glasses.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
This is in like 2010, I think. I'm pretty sure this is like 7-8 years ago. And luckily we had the fucking 3D glasses on because I could kind of like mask the fact
Yeah,
that I was
dude, those
fucking
things save
crying,
your
right?
ass.
Dude,
Yeah.
they probably gave you brownie points. She's like, oh, he's compassionate. All
Oh my
right,
god, he's so
Yeah, girls
emotionally
love that, man.
attached. No, I know. Dude, so like I tried to play it off like hella cool and I didn't even mention it. And then like like 3 months later I was like, do you know I fucking cried on our first date. She's like, yeah, I thought it was obvious. I was like, oh shit. I totally thought I played it cool. We got away with it, but
That's okay. It's okay. Probably gave you some brownie points.
That's
I think
funny.
I think it did. But apart from that, man, like, I don't know, there's so many things that come up, like, I just think about where I get even moderately emotional, like E.T., when fucking E.T.'s dying at the end of E.T., like, that fucking got to me.
Yeah.
Like, I got teary during that. And then, like, there's a movie called 50-50, which is like a comedy, but like so Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen are in it.
Oh
And,
yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah, have you seen
it
that?
got
No,
canceled.
I know
right?
that movie, man.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I remember when they came out.
Yeah, so yeah, the main character has cancer. When he like goes in for his like big surgery, like, and like just I don't know, his acting, like Joseph Gordon-Levitt's such a great actor, but the way like he portrayed how helpless he felt before he went in, like
Yeah.
that fucking hit me. I was like, oh shit, like
Uh-huh.
yeah. But there are so many other examples, like I Am Sam, like that fucking got to me as well.
Mm.
Or is it Sam I Am? I don't
Is
know.
that a recent movie?
No, this is like 10 years ago with like Dakota Fanning and
Oh, okay.
I forget who the fucking Sean Penn. He's like mildly retarded and he has to like take care of his own daughter. Have you guys seen that?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
And then Bridge to Terabithia. Oh, go on.
Oh
That
yeah,
one fucking-
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That one fucking Jesus, dude. I couldn't even. Yeah, that one was a big one for me. And like I was like, I loved the actress Anna Sophia Robb. Like at the time, like I had like a fucking crush on her. And then like when she dies during the movie, I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh god. But there are so many examples for me that I bring up. But I'm just a little bitch. So yeah.
It's okay. Okay.
Another one I was thinking
I-
about. Have you guys seen No Strings Attached?
No.
No, I haven't.
It's a Spanish film.
Oh, okay, no.
I didn't know that going in, but it's subtitled the whole way along. I think it's called. No, it's not called No String Attached. It's dude, that's a freaking
Ashton Kutcher in
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah,
what's it
that's what I
called?
thought. Like, if I thought it was a romantic comedy.
No,
That's funny.
I'll remember.
Anyways,
later. Yeah.
Spanish film made you cry.
Yeah, it's really good. It just like it like the trailer and everything, you think it's like a comedy movie, but it's not.
Yeah.
It very quickly, it's just like, hey, buckle up, motherfucker.
Oh god. Actually, speaking of
I
international films, you guys seen Life is Beautiful?
no.
It's like a World War II film, but it's like internationally acclaimed. It actually won, I think, Best Picture that year.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen.
It beat out American History X, which is like my favorite film of all time.
Oh. I would be remiss if I did not. I can't believe I almost forgot about. But Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump.
Oh
Yeah. That's a good one.
Forrest Gump is my all-time favorite movie. I love Forrest Gump, and there's like 3 scenes in that movie that they always get me. So I had to have that in there. So it's just Tom Hanks can make you cry, man. Whether it's Toy Story, Forrest Gump.
Dude,
don't you hate Tom Hanks? Don't you hate Tom Hanks?
I love Tom
No,
Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Who hates him? Someone hates him that I know. I felt like it was you.
Oh,
Not
for
here.
me.
No,
He's like
he-
one
Not
of my
here.
favorites.
Yeah, he loves
Mm.
it.
I would probably turn Dave for the guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's fucking Woody, dude. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. We should probably move on to the next topic.
Mm.
Kyle,
I hope they don't fuck up Toy Story 4, actually thinking about that.
They shouldn't even.
They
make
shouldn't
a
have
Toy
made
Story
just
4.
leave it, dude. Toy Story 3 was the
Yeah.
perfect way to end that film series, and I don't know
Exactly.
why they're making a new one. Like,
Money.
yeah, it's money. It pisses me off though, because like they ended it so succinctly and so well and so beautifully, and yet
Perfect.
they
It
going
was
back to it.
perfect.
It was literally perfect. Yeah, it was literally perfect. Oh, hopefully they don't fuck it up.
We good for the next one?
Let's
Yeah,
do
go
it.
Yeah, I
for it.
think
All right. So there's this famous book called The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman.
Here we
And,
go.
I guess in the pre-show we learned that everyone else hasn't heard of this, but I just wanted to know what your guys' love languages are. If you guys don't know,
What does that
there's
even
5
mean,
of them.
dude?
Words of affirmation, which is like compliments, like just saying like I love you, I'm passionate about you, I enjoy you. Acts of service, which is like it's attractive to see someone go out and help other people.
Oh.
Receiving gifts,
Well,
which
isn't that also like, hey, I did the dishes for you. Hey, I made you
Yes.
breakfast in
Yes,
bed.
yes.
Oral. All
No.
right, no. Moving on. All right.
The third one's receiving gifts, like they just enjoyed gifts. The fourth one is spending quality time together, and then the fifth one is physically touch. Us being guys, I'm sure a majority of us can say physical touch is one of our love languages. So we're just gonna cross that one off.
I'm a cold robot.
So, what do you guys think your love languages are?
I feel like it's a combination of all of them, isn't it?
Well, yeah,
Isn't it
yeah,
a
but
combination
Yeah,
of all
no,
of them?
That's what you rank
Everyone
highest.
has like a majority.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Like, if you had to choose one, which one would be your favorite?
probably quality time.
I have to agree. Quality time is definitely
It's
by
probably
far
the
my
most
number one.
important thing. Yeah, like because my girlfriend's like my best friend, so every
Yeah.
every time we spend time together, it's always a blast. I'm always having fun. That's how I
agree.
think of it.
That's how it is with me and my girlfriend also. Kyle, what about you, man?
Man, dude, I feel silly now. We're all saying quality time. I mean, just
don't.
some of the best times. Okay, cool. We got one other pitch. But, like, just some of the best times are when me and Abby are driving and talking, or when we
Totally.
like to go on walks or go disc golfing. But it's just when it's us and we're talking about our days, and it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, it's just knowing that I can come home and she's here, and just like the fact that we can be in the same room just works wonders. Like, I don't know. It's got to be quality time for me. Like, talking about anything is fun with her. I
Yeah.
mean,
that's
doesn't
when you
matter.
know, dude. When you never run out of things to talk about, or like the
Yeah.
things that you talk about are always just funny and interesting. Even though like it could be like the most like if you think about like before you were in a relationship and some of the shit that I talk now, and I think about like 10 years ago, like why would I talk about these things, you know? But I don't know, the other person makes it fun and makes it interesting.
Yeah.
That's
Or
that's
like
what you know,
watching
man.
watching shows with them. I mean, like we watched The Bachelor, we watched Pretty Little Liars, we've watched all those girly shows,
Dude,
but
how good
it's
is
just
Pretty Little Liars, man?
freaking amazing, dude. Who's
Oh my god.
Who's A?
Wait, what season are you on to, dude?
Oh no, they're being
we
serious.
stopped-
Yeah.
It's so
We
good.
No, we actually never finished it because
Yeah,
Abby got too mad. She's like, they're just dragging this on.
Yeah, it got stupid. It did
And
get
so,
stupid. Like, see,
yeah,
complete trash, and we stopped watching it. But
yeah,
it was
no, we
fun.
haven't. I think we got up to season 5 or 6. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
I think there's 8
Yeah.
seasons.
7 or 8, yeah.
Yeah, no, we never finished it, but like, I always remember like growing up before Abby, it was like, oh, Pretty Little Liars, like that's a chick show, but then
Yeah,
you start to
for
watch
sure.
it and you're like, wow, like this is
It's
kind of
actually
good.
good.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
same with Jane the Virgin. We watched Jane the Virgin, which is a chick show, but I mean, it's just the fact that I'm with her makes me enjoy this show, and then in turn, like we just love the show. So that's me.
100, dude.
Yeah.
Respect.
It's all about the
No,
respect.
it's not about the respect.
Oh, no.
Um,
Jeez.
Yeah, I
Please.
mean, yeah, definitely like physical touch is the big one, but I've always enjoyed words of affirmation.
You like
Yeah.
getting complimented, Aaron?
Yeah. But
Aaron,
it's
you're doing
always
a very
the
good job.
it's always the things that like you're not expecting. Then, because I mean, most of the time we know what we're good at, but it's when you're kind of broadsided by something. It's something you didn't realize mattered so much, or
Yeah.
something that you've been striving for, and to get that confirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always
I-
enjoyed that.
So does your future girlfriend have to compliment your stick to get into the pants?
Say again?
Does your future girlfriend have to compliment yours in order to get into your pants?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh boy.
There we go. That's how you know, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like I need
So
to see
that's
something
all we have to do, just give you a compliment to you, and then
Yeah,
spend
it's
the
got to
night
be
with you?
clever. I mean, you can't just be.
Genuine.
yeah.
Yeah, it can't be these
Yeah.
Tinder pickup lines, okay? Like, sit down,
Okay.
It's got
boy.
to be about the actual stick trick, dude. Like,
Yeah. Oh my god. Like, if you knew what it was called, like, instant boner, bro.
oh,
Okay. Oh,
What's the name-
yeah.
What are some of like the technical names for these things?
There's the spider, and it's not spider. If you call it the spider, you'll be laughed at. But the spider,
Damn.
then there's the
Damn.
spider toss.
Ooh.
Oh, what's another one?
Wait, what are we talking?
Stick tricks.
Yeah, stick
Oh,
tricks.
okay, okay.
What?
No. Yes, okay. Never mind.
Yeah,
Spider.
oh, what's another one? It's been a few years since I've been in the stick trick
Bro,
game.
You're not even. You're just a poser, dude.
Yeah,
Not even a
I
few-
really am.
A real stick trick fan.
Oh,
I'm
God.
disappointed.
I bet they were great.
The spider toss. There's a freaking another one. God damn it, what's it called? I mean, there's like twirls. There's like a couple different type of twirls.
Oh, nice.
Like the.
Did you do
Right.
anything like behind the back or anything?
I didn't.
Oh, behind that. Oh.
Oh.
Like
okay.
I'll do that
didn't know.
sometimes for fun. Like we used to play this game where you like hold the drumstick forward and then you half flip. You like flip it just in your hand, so now the front is in your hand, and then you
Yeah.
do like a full flip, and then you do a 1.5 flip, and then a 2 flip, and then a 2.5, and then you like keep going till you like mess up. We used
That's
to,
cool.
We used to like try
I
and
know
do that
I've done
like,
that.
behind our back stuff.
I'm dead serious. I've done that with a hatchet.
Oh God.
Yeah, I did it at work one time.
Did you catch it on the sharp end or not?
No, that was the thing. You gotta like grab it from the top so you don't. But yeah, no, I understand. It's a fun game.
Yeah. But enough about stick tricks. You're trying to butter me up.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit, dude.
It's that words of affirmation, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Does anyone have any good pickup lines like to close? Just
I feel
off
like
the
pickup
top of your
lines,
head?
like actual one-liners don't work. I feel like people need to like you just have a conversation with someone. I don't understand pickup lines. I don't even understand the concept of.
Hypothetical, like single Kyle. I would have loved if a girl hit on me with a pickup line. Like,
I mean, that would be funny though.
I would have been all
Yeah.
like, if she did that, I would have been like, yeah, let's go on a date, rather than like, hey, here's my number. Like, a
See,
pickup
yeah,
line.
I feel like it would be like more of a joke, and they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah,
legitimately
exactly.
being like, oh, dude, this girl wants the dick. Like,
She wants to bang you,
100%.
dude.
She was so
Yeah, right.
impressed by my mental intellect.
Exactly. Yeah,
All
no,
right.
pickup lines are pretty much just used for comedic purpose, I think, and not for anything serious.
Yeah.
I
Anything
feel
soaked
like-
in irony.
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't work. I think that's
Yeah.
about gonna do it, though.
I think
Aaron,
that's a wrap. I
wanna-
thought it was a good
want to
podcast.
take us out, man?
Yeah, absolutely. As I scroll for the outro.
The professionalism.
It's loading.
Well, while Aaron is doing that, I just want to throw this out there. If you guys are listening to this, we really want you to like come join us, like have a conversation with us. Join our Discord. We got one all set up. You guys can come in. We can talk. Like come in, be buds. You can request like topics that we talk about. We can do all that sort of thing. You guys got to get in here. A really good time in here. But we have the link in the description and everything to be able to join it. So hop on in, say hi, suggest a topic, and just come and have fun.
Kind of going off that one quick thing. I mean, we've all been blown away by everyone that's listening. I mean, when we did this, we really thought only ourselves were going to listen to this. But I mean, I was adding it up today. We're like close to 200 people already, 200 listens across all the platforms, and it's like,
Wow.
that's a lot of people. I mean, Chilson and Aaron's graduating class was 150 people, and so like just trying to understand how many 200 people is, like, thank you for everyone that's
That
listening.
actually puts it
Absolutely.
into perspective, like really crazily.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
if you think about, I mean, it's crazy to think about how many people have actually taken the to us, and it's just awesome. Like, it's cool. I mean, we all
It is
decided
really
to do this for fun, but it sounds like people actually think we're interesting.
Yeah, people like to listen to us talk and go off topic and discuss random shit. It's
And
great.
go off topic.
Yeah, dude stuff.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go for it. My computer doesn't want to load it, so I'm gonna do it off the cuff.
Good luck.
Yeah. So this has been the Weekly Whatever Valentine's Day episode. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at The Weekly Whatever. We are very active and would like to get you on the show. We want to talk about what you want to talk about. This podcast is available on Google Play, YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, Anchor, BeanPod, and Stitcher. Did I miss any?
Podbean.
Oh, yeah.
Pod.
Oh, BeanPod. Make sure you subscribe to BeanPod because we get a lot of fun stuff going on.
God damn it.
No, we just applied for Spotify.
Awesome.
I
Awesome.
did that yesterday, and it's all. I mean, they're pretty picky with their podcast. So fingers crossed, everyone. Go
Really,
to Spotify and email and be like, "Hey,
Yes.
accept us." So
definitely. Yeah. We also have our Discord, The Weekly Whatever. We got some channels set up there so you can shlib-it-a-boop. And I am Aaron, one of your hosts. You can find me at _the_lizard_.
Lizard!
Lizard!
I love it.
All right, Rin Talks, where can people find you?
Exactly there. At Rintalks on Twitter.
Smooth. Very smooth. Very nice.
Chilson?
You can find me at Chilson at Twitch and Twitter at 5.
Gross.
Shut the fuck up, man. Better than Tidbit Tuesday, man. I learned my lesson. Throwing in the dashes and slashes and all that shit. Like that, I can't keep up. Staying nice and generic.
All right, and Kyle.
Again, anywhere. Oreo, ERO0.
Ario.
Right, literally anywhere.
Literally anywhere. Go to Stonehenge, align the sun properly, carve
Go to
into your
local
skin.
gay bar and you will find
Oreo.
I mean,
That's a surefire. That's a surefire.
yeah.
All right.
Find something.
This has been the Weekly Whatever. Check in next week. We also have Tidbit Tuesdays on Tuesdays. Go figure. But that's all we got for you. So see you later.
Bye-bye.
Take it easy.